Hey everybody, this is Chuck, and before today's episode, I just wanted to let you know that a very cool event is going down in Providence, Rhode Island tomorrow night. I shouldn't say tomorrow night. It's on Thursday, April 23rd in Providence, Rhode Island. I say tomorrow night because today's episode is coming out on April 22nd, but who knows when you're going to listen to this? I don't know. I can't speak for you. I can't tell you what to do. So on April 23rd, the Thursday in Providence, Rhode Island, I will be hosting a very cool screening of a new documentary, and I'm going to tell you all about it right now. It's called Age of Audio, and it's directed by our buddy Sean Cologne, who was actually on the Chuck and Brad podcast previously, our old podcast. He directed the movie A Fat Wreck about the history of Fat Records. One of my favorite record labels, big punk label, and he killed it. And I'm very excited to see Age of Audio, which is about the medium of podcasting. And it has a lot of huge names in it, including Mark Maron, Ira Glass, and my buddy Kevin Smith. So this documentary is super cool, super legit. He's a great filmmaker. I shot a little bit on this as well. So it's a really, really fun thing. Thursday, April 23rd at 7 p.m. We will have very special guest Audrey Martovich, executive director at Radiotopia. Director Sean Cologne will be there for a Q&A. Love that we're going to meet up with Sean. I haven't seen him in a long time. And local indie podcaster panel with Codex Prime, the JMac Experience, and Spark Up Podcast. I will be hosting, like I said. Do I know what that means exactly? Not really, but I'll definitely be there, and I'll be emceeing the night, maybe doing a little bit of interviewing. So if you're in the Providence, Rhode Island area, that means Boston, that means Connecticut, all over New England, come on out to the AS220 in Providence, Rhode Island on Thursday, April 23rd for a very special screening. AS220.org is a place where you can get tickets, I'm sure, as well as AOAmovie.com. The letter A, the letter O, the letter A, movie.com. Hopefully I see some of you guys out there. It's going to be a great time. And yeah, man, can't wait to do it. Sean rules. I'll see you guys Thursday.
I have an idea for a cold open.
All right.
Do you want to hear it?
I'd love to.
I mean, we should... Oh, you know what? We've explained this.
Yes.
Okay. Because last week was the Mario episode. Okay.
Yep.
Here's my cold open.
All right.
I have a suggestion. I think we should stop the cold opens.
I don't disagree with you.
Can I? You tell me what you think, and then I'll tell you the reasons why I think so.
I struggle with it, and it feels a little meandery, and I want to get to the meat of the podcast right away.
Okay, so that's your take.
That's my take.
Okay, you want to hear my take?
I'd love to.
If we get new listeners, when they turn on the podcast, we don't, with the cold opens that we've been doing since the beginning, we don't introduce ourselves.
No.
We just go into a weird conversation. And even though it is, the typical Funbearable banter,
Yep.
we're giving no context to a new listener.
That's a good point.
So I'm thinking maybe no more cold opens.
All right. I mean, I had a great idea for one, but I guess that'll just be a topic.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yikes. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Funbearable. I am Brad Rohr.
And I'm Chuck Staten. And
you have no wacky nickname.
Not yet.
Okay.
Because we don't. There's no cold open.
No
so
cold open
there's
to
nothing
reference. Okay, yeah, good point.
So we've explained this last week because we're recording these out of order. But we are in what's the name?
The Fairhaven Public Library in New Haven, Connecticut.
Okay, and let me explain why we're doing this. I live in New York.
I live in Rhode Island.
And so what happens is I drive to Rhode Island for most of the episodes, and we record at the Comedy Connection, as you may have noticed from our previous episodes.
Yes.
Then occasionally Brad will come to New York, and we usually do the Tell 'em Steve Dave studio.
Yep.
We've done comedians in the past coming on. But sometimes he doesn't have time to come to New York and stay over, and I don't have time to go to Rhode Island and stay over. And it's like a 4-hour drive each way.
Right.
So it's not like, it makes sense to drive 4 hours, record a couple podcasts, and drive home. So this is the central point.
Yes.
New Haven, Connecticut.
Halfway between where I live in Rhode Island and where Chuck's house in Rhode Island is, and where Chuck lives in New York.
Yes. And I know we probably explained this last week too.
Yeah.
But just for some context. So here we are.
So yeah, if it seems like we're in an institution,
That's where
it's because we are.
when we get institutionalized.
Yeah, this is.
We'll still do the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And this is what
They're going to give us plush microphones and be like, "Oh, how cute!" They think anyone is listening.
Yeah. That's great, man.
You know what? Maybe we're already an institution.
I know. I wouldn't be surprised.
Sabrina, our number one fun bear from Germany, is like the head nurse.
Yes.
And she's like, "Oh, I'm your biggest fan, boys."
Yes.
But and then she like gives us pills, and we go comatose for 3 days.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's just put it out there. I mean, I think let's say we don't cover this in the Mario episode.
Okay.
Again, we're going back and forth because we wanted to release the Mario episode first. It's a little more timely. We haven't recorded in like 3 months.
It's true.
So what happened was this. We were doing this special project. We wanted to get out ahead of it. So we said, man, we don't usually record that much in batches. To let you guys behind the scenes, what we usually do is record 2 episodes in a day, 2 episodes the next day. And that's a month done
Right.
in 4 days, in 2 days. What did we do to get ready for the big filming that we had to cover? We were doing a big filming. We wanted to not worry about the podcast during it, but we also didn't want to skip doing the podcast. We've been very consistent. We didn't want to take any weeks off. So what did we do to cover it?
We recorded 2 episodes in New Jersey, I think.
Tell 'em Steve Dave studio.
Yeah.
That was
one there. No, we did 2 there, and then we did a Popcorn Kernels episode
Yes,
at
so
Brian Rupert's house. So we did 3 in Jersey.
so we did 2 in Jersey during the day. It was our Valentine's Day episode with Frank Five,
Yep.
and it was our mail sack episode.
Yes.
That recently came out. Then at night we did the Popcorn Kernels trailer park with Rupert.
I was so sick.
Yeah, at Rupert's house.
Yep.
And then
Then we recorded 6 episodes in 2 days. There were some microphone issues, courtesy of me.
yes.
And so
Where would we record those?
in the Comedy Connection,
Wow.
yeah, like 3 days later.
Okay. So, and what happened with Brad was, I'll just explain it. There are 4 microphones in that room.
Yep.
In the Comedy Connection, and Brad.
I just plugged in the wrong one.
Well, I'm gonna take some blame off you.
Thank you.
Our old co-host,
Yes.
used to be in charge of the audio, and he would never listen to the audio. He would just look at the levels on a thing and twist the knobs and be like, "Oh, the levels look fine," which I always thought was weird, but I trusted him, and it was usually was fine. Always came up fine. Now, Brad, being a young boy, looking up, having a propeller beanie and a big lollipop, he was like, "This is what people must do."
It's a great lollipop. You know, I looked at the thing and
So just to explain it,
Yeah.
there's levels that show you the volume levels, and so Brad would twiddle and twist, and he wouldn't listen to the headphones. So he turned up one that was in the room, turned it up all the way because he could see the level bouncing.
it was picking up when I would lean into my microphone and say, "Hey, hey, hey." It was, microphone next to Chuck.
yes,
And not my microphone.
yes. So from now on, Brad's going to check the audio with his own headphones.
Yes.
And we also have this little backup, which is a little boom mic that's separate. So, we'll be okay.
Yeah, maybe we put some googly eyes on it. It becomes a mascot.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Boomy.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what happened. Thank you for sticking with us. I mean, we already did the Mario episode, so I'm sure we, covered this, but actually let's not cover it so that here they can figure it out. Thank you for sticking with us through that. Our buddy Dave Case, great guy.
Woo.
He wrote the Dr. Genius theme song. He helped us with the audio to get it as good as possible. It was funny because it was kind of a double whammy because the audio was all messed up and Brad was also very sick.
Yeah.
So some people are like, it sounds like Brad has a cold. I'm like, well, he did have a cold.
Yes, I did.
as well. So thank you for sticking with us through those 6 episodes. We tried to space everything apart. We put a popcorn kernels in between. We put 2 of the panels in between them. So those had good audio. Hope you liked them. And yeah, we appreciate it. And for those who didn't notice, we appreciate you the most, I'd say.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So yeah, we thank you guys for doing that. And now we're here in this library to make up for it.
Yes.
And
When you think of fun, you think of library basements.
with nothing on the wall
Nothing at
whatsoever.
all. No logo.
Yes. Hear about this? An old school Gatorade bottle.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's
now
great.
that's fun. Put that right in front of the camera. No. So yeah, so we're here. We're gonna do another hang episode. We haven't done a normal one in 3 months. Obviously last week we did Pitch Doctors, Mario. And now Chuck and Brad are chilling out, shooting the breeze, chewing the shit. Is that a thing?
Chewing the fat.
Chewing the fat.
Shooting the shit.
Because I was gonna be like, ew, chewing the shit.
That's a weird one.
Yeah, that's a gross one.
Yeah.
I don't want to chew anyone's shit. And also chewy.
Yeah, it's very weird.
It's like Gumby's shit.
Yeah, I don't like it.
No, I don't want to chew Gumby's shit.
It's your expression. You trademarked it.
Well, I think
when you think of chewing the shit, think of Chuck Staten.
yeah,
C-S.
yes. But because we haven't recorded in 3 months, we're like, okay, we're back. What do we talk about? And I got to be honest, we talked about this yesterday. We're like, oh yeah, like there'll be 3 months of stuff to catch up on. All I did was this film project.
Also, it's only been 2 months since we recorded.
I thought it was February, March, April.
Yes.
April. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, it's all right.
Sorry, 2 months. All I did was this pilot.
Yeah.
That's all I did the whole time.
Yeah.
So what do you got? What's going on?
Well, first of all, the topic I was going to use for our cold open.
Yes, use the cold.
Have you ever heard of, it's a social media phenomenon, the year of 1,000 rejections?
No, I haven't.
And it's the idea of trying to do things like applying for grants or fellowships or weird apartment things or this and that and the other thing.
Yeah.
And like really setting an ambitious goal to like put yourself out there and try like basically 3 things per day. And if you get rejected by them, that's fine. They add to your count of 1,000 rejections, but you might get accepted by them. And so,
Wow.
This probably 10 or 15 years ago, somebody said, I want, I think they did like 100 rejections in 3 months or something. And so somebody said, I want a more ambitious goal, whatever. And I saw just a Reddit headline the other day that was like, oh, this woman tried it and like she won a beauty pageant and she got this scholarship and she like all these great things happened because she
I love this.
put herself out there a lot more. And I'm like, oh, that's such a good idea. Plus, you get to track it in a spreadsheet, which
True.
is a win.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I've tracked my last, 800 meals?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's funny because it sounds a little bit like the movie and the book Yes Man.
Yes, a little bit.
And I don't know if you remember, I had a spreadsheet of things to accomplish.
Yes.
And I would just keep a spreadsheet and I would write to different people that own products for the podcast, live senior discount shows, guests for the podcast, just all the stuff that I wanted to do in a spreadsheet. And then I kept a yes and a no and a yes and a no. And it encouraged me to try more stuff. So it's very similar to this.
Yeah.
So do you want to try 1,000 things in a year? Is that the whole point of
I
it?
kind of do. And it's weird because I'm like, when should I, like, obviously the best day to start it is yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
And the second best day is today. But I'm like, oh, do I do this where I start it from my birthday and then go until the following birthday? Does it need to have significance?
In terms
don't
of a
know.
date that
Yeah, in
starts.
terms of a date. So it was going to be April 1st, but I'm like, well, I want to talk about it on the pod before we do it, before
Yes.
I do it.
Yes.
And kind of track it and
Wow.
go from there. See if any fun bears have any ideas.
That's great. I love this idea. I
It's
think
weird
that's really fun.
because I'm like thinking of what can I ask for, and I'm like Mountain Dew coupons. So that's the one I have so far.
Natalie writes to companies, my girlfriend,
Yep.
and she asks for coupons all the time,
Yeah.
and they always send them.
Yeah.
You could do one of those per day, and that could be one of your 3.
Pretty easy.
That's not bad.
I think, I did Braditudes, which were 3 things I was grateful for. I started it in 2020. I did over 1,000 days in a row, 3 different things. that I was grateful for each day.
Yeah.
So I do have the stick-to-itiveness
Yes,
to
you
do
do.
something like this.
Yes.
I don't know if I have the chutzpah to do something like this.
What do you mean? What does that
That
mean?
I don't have the cojones to ask for things or to try. And,
Well,
and part of it is that's why you're doing this year of 1,000 rejections.
Right. You do have it to write to Taco Bell and say, "Can I have some coupons? I
Oh
love
my
Taco
gosh,
Bell."
I do love Taco Bell.
You can do that.
I'll say the
How about
reason
this?
I have a gift card for Taco Bell. That's why I keep going and getting the cheapest thing on the menu so that I can keep going and so that I'm not eating all my meals at home.
How about this? What if I,
Okay.
for you,
Yep.
I'm the one that compiles the restaurants? Like, and I'm talking like, we have to go chain. We have to go
Yeah.
larger chain.
Yep.
We're going through, and I'll send you the ones, and then you write them.
I mean, I'm happy to. That
I
takes
mean,
off so much.
some of
weird
it's gonna be
because
very
Some of it is
obvious.
also like performance goals.
That's
of,
great.
Of like, oh, do I want to write to an agent or an agency and say, hey,
Yeah.
look at these two comics.
Yes.
Look at these two funny boys.
comedians,
Yeah. Look at
not stand-up comics.
Yeah.
Comedians in the same
no,
way. That,
I mean
like,
comic strips. Look at Calvin and Hobbes and Peanuts. We're like that.
we're like two peanuts.
Yeah.
Two peanuts in a pod.
That's not.
That's another one.
Yeah, that's
Two
another
the
one that's
shit.
close. Yeah.
It's not.
You got two. We're waiting for the rule of three to kick in before the end of the
All
act.
right, I gotta get one.
But yeah, something like that where I want to advance some career stuff. Now, I've been rejected from many jobs that I've applied to.
Yeah, you're well on your way.
Day jobs, yeah. I think I've written over 250 cover letters, and that's not every job I've applied for because there have been a lot that didn't require a cover letter or whatever.
Yeah.
And man, oh man, it is disheartening. But
Yeah.
if I'm tracking those on a spreadsheet as toward a goal of 1,000 rejections, it lessens the sting a little bit, I think.
Oh, I would think so too. Yeah, I mean, I think the best. Wow, I think you should do it. I think 100% you should do it and commit to it. Like, so what day does this come out? The 22nd?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, April 22nd.
I think you should start it today.
You know what? Because I'm going to get home so late. Let's do May 1st to April 30th of next year.
I mean the 22nd.
Yeah, I know.
But you're gonna get home late today. What the hell does that have to do?
I don't know. April 22nd to April 21st. 1,000 rejections.
Oh, you could do May 1st. Would
Yeah.
you like May 1st better?
I do like May 1st better.
Okay, I love that you tried to come up with a thing.
Yeah,
and slip it in there.
I forgot that this was coming out in 2 weeks.
Yeah, you're like, today is April 22nd.
Yeah.
It's coming out immediately after this. I think you should do it May 1st.
May 1st.
And I will help you. I'll help you come up with stuff, and
Yep.
it won't be like, something crazy. It'll be like real things.
Let me, because I'm saying it now, but also I want to be held accountable.
Yep.
So if you are a fun bear and you're interested in read-only access to my spreadsheet,
Yes.
send us an email, funbearablepod@gmail.com, and I will add you to the spreadsheet so that you can help encourage me throughout the year. And if it's been a week or two and I haven't added anything,
Yell at him.
Don't yell at
Come
me.
to his house.
All right, do come to my house.
Piss on his doorknob.
Don't do that.
And the inside.
Yes, do that.
You know what, too? Funbearablepod@gmail.com. What could Brad do?
What can I reach out to? And part of it is like, does swiping right on someone count as an attempt?
Sure.
But
That's a little too
Not
easy.
really, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little too easy. I think if you swipe right on someone and they swipe right on you, I think asking that on the date counts.
Yeah.
How about that?
yeah, I think asking someone out counts.
Yeah.
And you never know where these things go.
That's great. I love this so much. You know what I would do if I were you?
I mean, you could also do it. Nobody's telling you can't. You could also get rejected this year.
Here's what I should use. Maybe we could, if you wanted to do it together and we each do 500, I
Wow.
would do that.
All right, Chuck's in.
I would do that.
All right, shared spreadsheet.
Shared spreadsheet. Chuck, Brad.
Yep.
We each have to do 500 in a year.
Yeah.
Okay, we
So
can
that's
do
not
that.
1.5 per day.
Yeah, that's not even
Yeah.
that bad. One of the things I do all the time. All right, I'll explain this a little bit. One of the things I used to do all the time: screenshot Instagram
Like products?
products.
Yeah.
That people like. We famously did the Crunch Cup.
Yes.
Is that what it's called?
Yes, it is.
So we did this thing on the podcast. I wrote to this place. that basically made a cup full of milk, and then around it at the top there was cereal, so that you could drink your milk and drink your cereal at the same time, but the cereal didn't touch the milk until it got to your mouth, so it wouldn't get soggy. Right? You get it.
That's why it's called the Crunch Cup.
Crunch Cup. So I was like, let's just write to this place and be like, we have a podcast. So they sent it to us. And on top of that, I wrote to a bunch of horror pin places for Halloween. And I'm like, we'll talk about them every week. And we got pins. We talked about them on the podcast every week. So Instagram products for the podcast
fun.
is not too bad.
Yep.
And it's fun and it's a little silly.
Yep.
It's a little. So I'm in for that because I used to screenshot them. And I don't know if you remember, for a while I had this assistant. You remember her?
Yes.
She did karate.
Yes.
And she was helpful. And then one day she goes, because I was writing for Motif magazine in Providence. She goes, hey, can you give me a recommendation letter or something to Motif? Because I want to work there as a thing.
Right.
And I said, sure. I gave it to her. She's like, I got the job. I'm like, great. She's like, so see ya. And she stopped working for me. And I was like, okay. I didn't know that was going to happen.
You got to let your little birds fly.
I guess so. I don't know if she was my little bird. But anyway, back then I used to screenshot these products and try and have her reach out with a letter. Now maybe I'll reach out, or my new assistant, aka Jimmy the hair guy, which is true. He's the guy in that role. Maybe one of us will reach out and try to get these Instagram products, because that's an easy one to put in.
Yeah.
And it's fun to get them.
Right.
I got one, and I'm going to be honest with you, I feel so fucking bad about this one. I got one that it goes around your stomach, and it clips in the back, and it's a big pillow, right?
Yeah.
Like, imagine an inner tube.
Yeah.
It's a pillow.
Okay.
What do you think it's for? Come on, you can get this.
Oh.
You're lounging around.
Back support.
Nope. Come on.
I like putting food on.
You're getting close to it.
Putting a laptop on.
It's so you can play video games with your arm rested.
How does it work? Like
fucking awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how well does it work? Yeah,
It works. I fall asleep playing Mario now.
that's great.
I have a sleeping cap.
You know what? If the game was our Mario storylines, though, you wouldn't fall asleep.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
But by the way, it's really hot in here.
It sure is. It sure is.
Yeah, this is what we do for you pieces of shit.
You're wearing a jacket.
It's very light.
Yep.
Anyway, they sent me this thing. I forgot what it's called, but they sent it to me in exchange for me talking about it on the podcast, and I still haven't talked about it.
All right, but you say it works well. That's a teaser for next time, folks.
You know what? Talk more about your thing. Maybe I can...
Well, I think
Actually,
about...
you know what? No, I'll do it another time when
Yeah.
I can actually bring the product on.
Great.
Because that's one of the reasons it's kind of big.
Right.
You know, it's like me wearing a fuzzy inner tube.
Like an inner tube.
Yeah.
So if you have ideas on things we can try for and maybe get rejected by, that's fine. Send us an email, funbearablepod@gmail.com. If you want access to our shared spreadsheet, same thing, funbearablepod@gmail.com. We're going to try it.
Maybe we'll put it at funbearablepod.com too. We'll pin it.
Yeah.
Because we have a website, funbearablepod.com. All we really put on there is like our newest episodes and our merch. We'll pin it to the top.
Right.
We'll pin it to the top there, and you can get our 1,000 days of rejection.
a year of 1,000 rejections.
The year of 1,000 rejections.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Do you think this will encourage you to ask out more women?
No.
Oh, come on, do it. That's what I did when I was single.
I need a
I'm
job.
asking them all out.
I need a job.
I see.
Yeah, I feel...
to me, that sounded like I can only do a couple things per day.
Yes.
So I need a job.
I need
can't
a job.
ask out women.
Yeah, that's true.
It's because you don't want to go out to eat and then open your wallet and a moth flies out.
Not even a big moth, like a very little moth that's like, hey, I'm starving here.
Yeah. I get it.
They land on my Taco Bell, just sauce packets. That's my meal.
Sauce packets. That's funny. All right, I'm in.
All right, great.
I will say, when I was single, I did make a deal with myself where I'm like, I'm going to ask out people more.
Yep.
And I'm going to make the move more.
Yes.
And everything worked out really well. One time I went to this is actually not the last time I was single. This is when I was single after my ex-girlfriend, Alyssa.
Okay.
So we broke up in 2012.
You were a maniac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right after that, I went to go hang out with this girl. I knew she was like kind of interested. It wasn't an official date. We had never been involved. And I said, I'm going to kiss this girl tonight.
Right.
And I made a promise to myself.
Yep.
And that's what happened.
Good.
At this nice club.
Yep.
And we never talked again.
Yep.
She moved away.
Oh, I remember that girl.
Yeah, she moved away. So
I remember the story. Like you left the club and then went back to kiss her.
Yes, that's right. Yes, that's right. And I was like, I made a promise to myself.
Yep.
The year of 1,000 rejections.
Yep.
Unfortunately, that wasn't a rejection.
No.
It was an acceptance.
Yeah, you can't put it on the spreadsheet.
So I failed at getting rejected. Interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So I'm in. That's the name of this episode, by the way.
All right.
Year of 1,000 rejections.
Great. Directed by Rob Zombie. Yeah. It's a sequel. I'm not going to say what film it's a sequel to.
I got to write these down. I usually have a little pad and I write stuff down. But today, we're in a library. There's no paper here.
And that's true. They discourage literacy here.
Yes, exactly.
In New Haven at the Fairhaven Public Library. Actually, everyone's been nice, but also it's so weird.
It is weird. Our idea was that we would find like a comic book store or a movie store or a collectible store or something and record there. But we're doing it during the day.
Right.
A lot of these stores are not like, yeah, we have an extra room, or you can record in the middle of our store. So we're not really sure how to reach out.
No.
If we have any fun bears in New Haven, Connecticut, that want to let us record there once in a while, please feel free. But a library is really pretty easy to do. You know what we could do? So a long time ago, we do these Comic-Cons. We do these panels and stuff like that. One thing I always thought about doing was having our booth there,
Yep.
like a Funbearable booth,
Yep.
and getting those standees with us. Of like, they're not standees; they're kind of like banners, but they're vertical.
Okay.
And they have like, you could put Funbearable, you could
Yeah.
put the guests on, you could put whatever. If we did have those, we could put those behind us, and it would seem like we're
Legit. Yeah.
like like you're watching this, and there's some fun behind us, as opposed to like a green void.
Yep.
Which I also enjoy.
Mint green void.
It is nice.
You know what though? Green screen. What can you put behind us? Oh, you're wearing a green shirt.
No, it's different.
A different green?
It's a different green. We can put it.
Craig. Craig, put us in a cool location.
Yeah,
Whatever
Craig.
that means to you.
Craig, here's what we want. He has no idea how to do green screen, I don't think, but that's okay.
He's learning.
He is learning. He's learning really well. Put us on a beach. Give me a coconut drink. Give Brad a straw hat. Flamingos. I want some nice big green sunglasses. Ooh, give Brad the dot on his nose.
Yeah,
of,
the sunscreen.
sunscreen.
Zinc oxide on my nose.
And Craig, please do not feel like you have to try to figure this out.
Yes.
But that would be fun. We can use this week. I'm not kidding.
Yep.
If you had said that earlier, we could use this as a green screen. It would be so funny to put the background of the Comedy Connection behind us.
I mean, the Mario episode, maybe that's a green screen background,
Rainbow Road.
and we don't explain it.
Yeah. By the way, there is this thing.
Yep.
I don't know if they can see it.
Which
Maybe I'm covering
makes,
it enough.
yeah, it's the doorstop. It makes it much funnier
Yeah.
if that's just floating in the middle of Rainbow Road.
Yes. But I'm loving this year of 1,000 rejections. I'm 100% in.
Great.
I'm a little bit more subdued, my personality today, because A, I'm sick, and B, we're
Yep.
in a library, so
Yep.
I'm not being as wild and crazy as normal.
That's true.
So I appreciate you guys sticking with a little bit of a lower, chiller version of Funbearable this week.
Can I tell you something I did yesterday?
Please tell me.
I was an actor in a disaster simulation for the Rhode Island Nursing Education Center.
Yes, I want to hear about this. I knew you were doing it.
So what it is for training these student nurses.
And again, I'm not texting. I'm
That's
writing
right.
down our topics. I promise.
They're in college, either at Rhode Island College or the University of Rhode Island or whatever, and they have to learn by doing. But of course, you don't want them practicing on real people, and you don't want real disasters to happen to train these people. So they brought in.
Plus, they're hard to plan.
Yes,
real
real disasters are really hard to plan. We've been trying. Rejection number 2. Essentially 12 to 16 actors come in, and we all get a little scenario. And the overall scenario in this instance that we were doing was that there was a protest. We intentionally did not say what the protest was for, and a car drove into the group of protesters, and we all have different competing injuries. And so they have to learn how to triage us.
Wow.
At the nursing, because they're like, we're not pretending we're in a hospital, we're pretending we're in this building, which I'm like, well, then you're not really pretending. So there's no like painkillers or like MRI machines or whatever, but they're doing what they can with what they have.
Right.
So, one woman went in dazed, and she can only speak French. And the next woman went in, and her shoulder was out of socket. She was having trouble breathing, but she was she
was dazed. She could only speak French. Because she was dazed. It's not like a cartoon situation where you get hit in the head,
and then you're like sacre bleu.
Yeah, it's not like a no. She as a human could only speak French.
Yes,
and then she got dazed.
Yeah,
and now you're dealing with someone who can't speak English.
Right. So she comes in hysterical.
I get it.
Speaking French, and then the next person comes in and kind of explains a car hit the protest.
Okay.
Then somebody went down, and he's like kind of in and out of consciousness. Maybe he falls down. A guy goes down, and he's screaming that there's glass in his eyes, and he can't see.
Eyeglass.
Yeah. Then I went, and I had makeup on my back that I had been knocked to the ground by the car. And
I was going to say, finally.
Yes. I had road rash on my back. I had a big, like a gaping wound.
Yes.
On my back. The makeup artist was actually the former bassist in Chuck's band. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How was the makeup?
Great.
That's good.
He's like, it looks like raspberry jam. I'm like, okay.
Nice.
You know how I feel about fruit-based jams.
I love jam.
So yeah, he cut the shirt and then put like ash, like a little soot around it. And then right before I went in, because basically we're like upstairs in a classroom and we go down and that's the entry. They sprayed my back to give it a little more effective bloodiness.
Okay.
And so I went in and I'm supposed to be screaming. Well, then the next guy after me, his shoulder's messed up and he's screaming for pain meds. And I'm like, what? We're just all screaming? Like it hurts me. Somebody comes in, they have a bad ankle. Somebody comes in, she thinks she's miscarried. Somebody comes in, in fact, it was the former bassist, like carrying a mannequin as though he's like, this is my friend, he's dead. I have to call his parents. What do I have to do? Like,
wow.
And he's like, why won't you do CPR on him?
Yeah.
Like, and it gets intense.
Yeah.
Not so much for me.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I'm an actor. Like, I'm acting. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
So we go through we did it twice. Once at 9 a.m., once at 10 a.m. 9 a.m. class, like leaves 4 of us in a room by ourselves.
Okay.
To the point where I just got up and I was one of the teachers was like, get up and wander around. Like try and get lost. I'm like, okay.
Interesting.
And they put gauze on my back wound.
Right.
And
good choice.
Nobody took my vitals. Nobody asked how old I was, if I had any allergies, nothing. And we have little cards that have our vitals on it.
Yes.
So they know if somebody's, in danger.
Okay.
And then the second class, they were great. The woman who came in after me with a bum ankle only spoke Spanish.
Okay.
And so the Spanish...
Because of her head in the hit?
Yep.
Okay.
She was a cartoon.
Yeah.
The nurse who spoke Spanish was working on me, and then they switched.
Okay.
And the girl, her name was Bella, and I'm like, oh, like the vampire girl. I don't know why I said it.
Yep.
And, so she put gauze. She's like, lean back, press against the chair. I'm like, I don't want to get blood on your chair.
Yeah.
She's like, you'll be fine, whatever. Yeah. Very nice, different. And I'm like, do you have Vicodin? And they're like, no. I'm like, do you have Toradol? No. I'm like, do you have ibuprofen? Is there an ibuprofen in this building? And she's like, I can check. She went away, came back. She's like, no, I'm sorry, we don't. I'm like, can you give me a Skittle and tell me it will kill my pain? And she came back. They had little Twizzlers for like the nurses.
Oh, that's
And
funny.
she gave me a little, and I'm like, well, I can't be mad at this. And I'm like, I can't stay in character for something this silly.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Bella, she's
Are
like,
you supposed to be doing this kind of silly stuff?
No. I'll say I was supposed to want pain medication.
Okay, so you were bringing it to a silly
Right.
level.
And so Bella is like, everything will be okay. And she patted me on my fake back wound. I'm like, why would you do that? She's like, forget I did that.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I like that.
And then the ambulances arrived and they're like, do reverse triage. Let's get the most serious ones out here first. And I was so sexist. I'm like, she's not even bleeding. Is it because she's a woman and all of you get me a male doctor down here?
Wow. Yeah, it was a choice.
It really was. And then the woman in the bed who wasn't bleeding, she's like, that's the guy who stepped on me. And I'm like, I wasn't even at your stupid protest. Like, I was just walking past. This is your fault.
Wow.
Not all men step on you. And so they had to separate us in line for triage.
Oh, that's funny.
Because we were just yelling at each other. And then
are you taking it in a bizarre direction, or are you supposed to do that?
I think we're supposed to be chaos.
Okay.
And that was part of it.
It's how difficult it can get.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, I went in screaming and swearing and, like mad.
Right.
But the second time they did such a good job, there wasn't anything left for me to be mad about. Where they found me a painkiller.
Yes.
They, had me leaning against the chair so I couldn't get up and walk.
Yes.
They separated like all the people who were shouting from each other, so it wasn't even cacophonous. Like
They did a good job.
they did a good, but I was by the door. I'm like, I'm ready to go. Like, get me out of here. And then they wheel our guy with a fake leg wound, like a fake compound leg fracture, like bone sticking out.
Yes.
And I'm like, well, he can go in front of me.
Yeah, that's fun. I like
So,
that.
and that was a joke. That was just funny. That was just for me.
Yes.
And then Bella later.
Are they encouraging this silliness?
No.
No.
They, it's two guys who do improv who run it, and they
Yeah.
understand sometimes it's hard to turn it off.
Yeah, I get it.
And so Bella came up to me later, and she's like, "That was so funny when you guys were yelling about her being a woman and going first." I'm like, "It wasn't supposed to be funny. I was supposed to be sexist." She's like, "No, it was so funny."
That's great.
So, and I have another one tomorrow. Same scenario. I have the same role with my back wound and everything.
Nice.
And however, where the makeup was applied on my back is like where I can't reach, and so I'm trying to wash my back off in the bathroom at the
Yeah.
Rhode Island Nursing Education Center. Can't do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I guess I'm gonna get fake blood on the inside of my t-shirt.
Yeah.
And go home and shower it off.
That's fun.
It really was.
Yeah.
It really was.
really was.
It really was. And
Maybe that's your new calling, disaster actor.
I
Brad Rohr, disaster actor.
crisis actors. A lot of call for Antifa, always calling for crisis actors.
Yeah, that's right. You can go to Iran.
Yes.
Are they actors or do people think that's real?
I think people think it's real. I don't know why they think it's real.
By the way, just so you know, we're recording this on
April 8th.
April 8th. So whatever has changed between now and then.
Yes.
Yes.
It was really interesting to do, and I'm glad I got to do it.
Yes.
Years ago I did it just on a much smaller scale, where it's like, all right, you're just a standardized patient for a day. They're going to be trying to do the paddles on someone.
Yeah.
We want you to try and touch the bed so that you would be electrocuted if they did the paddles. And I was like, okay. And they're like, we want you to you're a sibling of the patient. We want you to want drugs. And so they had me, I was going through cabinets and everything, trying to be quick
hilarious.
about it. And
I just want you to be like mischievous troublemakers.
I got negative feedback on that one that I was too stereotypical for a drug user. And I'm like, I don't you wanted me to search, I did exactly what you wanted me. And so I got a real sour taste in my mouth for that one. And so I didn't do it for years, but I'm like,
hilarious.
it's at will. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I wish I had been doing this for the past couple years to at least make a little money.
Yeah, that's cool.
So good stuff being a disaster sim actor.
That's kind of similar to when you tried a pizza roll.
Yes.
When Brad, we might have talked about it, but one time Brad tried a pizza roll as a young kid.
Yep.
And it burned his tongue, so he never ate pizza rolls again for 50 years.
Yeah.
How long was it?
It was a while. I was probably from 14 to 36. I didn't have pizza rolls. And then I made up for lost time and I had pizza rolls weekly. Yeah. And now I'm off them for a little bit. But Frozen Boston Market did chicken pot pie bites that are basically chicken pot pie pizza rolls.
Yeah.
I bought those all the time. They are discontinued at the store that I shop at the most.
Upsetting.
So I'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, it's all right. They're just okay.
Yeah. That's a hilarious thing. I'm glad you did it. That's fun.
Yeah, no, it was really interesting. They took great care of us actors.
That's great.
Of hey, if you get too into it and you need to walk away from it.
Really get too into it. What does that mean?
Well, if you think about the woman who is basically having a miscarriage.
Oh, if you get emotional.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
I see. That's interesting.
yeah.
You did have a back wound,
I did.
but you wouldn't get too emotional about that.
No.
Because you're like, at least this one's fake.
Yes.
As opposed to the real ones.
And then they're like, well, what medications you on? And I'm giving them my actual medications. Fiber. I have problems pooping.
Yeah,
I'm sad all the time.
Yeah.
It's a therapy session with me and one of these student nurses.
Yeah.
So it was really great. And they did a great job with us, taking care of us. I appreciate it very much. And I look forward to continuing to do it.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
I love that you did that. That's
good
really
stuff.
fun. You should film it and put it as part of your reel.
Yeah.
I think you should.
Ouch, ouch, each. They're like, walk in and be screaming. And I'm like, I can't. If I were the first guy to walk in screaming, but I am the second guy, and the first guy is so hysterical about glass in his eye, as I would be as well.
Right, of course.
And but then it's honestly, it's like, well, they addressed my concern and they did it well. What do I have to scream about?
Yeah.
So what are you going to do?
The eye thing is bothering me. Actually, I wanted to bring something to the podcast too that I wanted to ask you about.
Yes, of
because I
course.
thought this was really strange, and I'm trying to figure out what to do. And I think you're going to tell me what I think I should do. Every week I go to Brooklyn, and I film Tuesdays with Stories with Mark Norman and Joe List. This is well known. And just to explain the parking situation, on Mark's street, all the parking is free.
Okay.
Okay, always full.
Yep. Of course.
Left side is Monday from like 11 to 1. You can't park there because of street cleaning.
Okay.
Street sweeping. Other side, Tuesday through 1 through 11.
Right.
Same thing. And we usually record early in the week. So not only is it like, can I find a spot, but what if it's on the wrong side of the road?
Right.
We're always recording during that time. Okay. So around the corner, there's two places. One is like a mall kind of area. And you can park there for $10. And around the corner, you can park on the street and pay like, $2.50 for 2 hours.
Right.
Something like that. And I'd rather park in the street because it's closer.
Yep.
It's negligibly
Close enough.
cheaper.
Yeah.
That's not a big problem. It's just a little closer. That's it. And it's funny because I don't even know if it is closer. It's just when by the way, this room is like dusty or something. Like
Yeah.
something's happened to me.
Yep.
Is it bothering you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it's really like. So, my eyes. But this is a real sacrifice.
This is the kind of hell we put ourselves through for the Fun Bears.
It is a weird, like, you're feeling it, right?
Yeah.
What's going on in here?
I don't know.
Okay. It's heat and dust.
Yep.
Is what it feels like.
Like no one has used this room all winter.
Yes, exactly. If you park in the mall, the problem is this. You go to the elevator takes forever. It goes to all these different floors. It's a really annoying fucking elevator. That's the issue. Plus, you're parking in I just don't like to park in the mall.
Okay.
Park around the corner. Okay. You have to pay the $2.50 and there's a 2-hour limit. Now, what I do to trick the limit, you give the meter some money.
Yep.
You put the tag in your window. Then at the end of the 2 hours, then you go online and use the app and you park for another 2 hours.
Right.
Right. I can't set an alarm because I'm filming Tuesdays
Recording,
as
yep.
I'm doing that. I don't
Yep.
want the alarm to go off. So I set an email to send to myself with a picture of the thing.
Yep.
I missed it.
Oh.
Okay.
Yep.
Got a parking ticket.
Of course.
$115.
Gross.
For a parking ticket.
Yep.
Very upsetting.
Yep.
I'm like, fuck. Okay. 2 weeks later, same spot.
Mm-hmm.
Same exact thing happened.
Wow.
Missed the email.
Okay.
Parking ticket.
Yep.
$35.
Bizarre.
Same exact thing.
Yep.
Parked in the same spot. Same exact meter, everything. There's an $80 difference in
Right.
between the two tickets. Now I'm like, all right, my options are one, pay them both.
Yep.
Which would cost $150.
Yep.
Two, talk to the city and try to get through to someone, which would be really tough, I think.
Yeah, good luck.
And see if they can lower it. Now, here's my thought. What if I talk to the city?
And they're like, that second one was also supposed to be $115.
Exactly.
I think if you talk to them and they say that second one was supposed to be $115, you could say, well, I'm like, it says $35. That's what I'm going to pay.
Or
so
how about this?
Or they say the first one was only supposed to be $35.
Okay, how about this though?
Yep.
Here's my contingency. I just thought about this as you looked me in the eye with your chilling blue eyes.
Yeah, like the eyes of a murderer.
Yes. What if I pay the $35 one?
Okay.
Then I call.
Oh.
Because then they can't raise the price of it.
They sure can't.
I already paid it.
Yeah.
Then maybe they could be like,
It's only supposed to be 35. Like
even
then,
if they say it's always supposed to be 115, I've already paid the ticket.
Yeah.
So it's out.
that makes sense.
I'm gonna do that.
There you go.
That's a cliffhanger.
I'll
That's
say
what they
I'll
call
say
a
this.
cliffhanger.
You call them, you ask them to lower it, and if they say no, rejection number 1. Yeah.
Now I have a question about rejection.
Yes,
the
of
year of
course.
1,000 rejections. We're talking about asking,
Yes.
not like you have to get rejected.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that will
you know,
count as one, no
right,
matter what.
Right. Yeah. You're putting yourself out there, and if it works out, great, and if it doesn't, that's fine.
That's interesting. Okay, I'm going to do that then. That's going to be one of my things that I
Yeah.
might get rejected for.
You know what? I think the original one was something like maybe it was 30 days of rejections, like
Yeah.
like asking someone for a stick of gum and kind of building yourself
Yes,
up
yes.
to where you can ask people out and be like, hey, if I get rejected, it's no big deal.
Right. No, I like that. We've talked about that
Yeah.
before. I like that a lot. But yeah, so it's funny because it's like I got my speeding tickets. You got your disaster artist. You mean your disaster?
I'm a disaster artist. Yeah.
I'm thinking of a movie.
Yes.
But we really did this filming ahead of time because of this thing we filmed.
Right.
And it was like so all encompassing that literally, I know I said in the beginning, everything leading up to it was planning. Then we had the week of filming, and then it's just been editing the stuff, which I'm slowly making progress on. So I feel bad because I don't really have any topics. So I thought we could talk a little bit about the filming.
Well, before we do, you went to a candlelight concert.
Oh, that's true. For some reason, I didn't have that in my notes. I don't know why.
I guess I remember what you did for your girlfriend's birthday.
I didn't have it in my notes
you don't.
because I didn't want her to see it.
That's it.
That's why it wasn't on my calendar. So it was Natalie's birthday in March 11th, and
311 day.
311 Day, which is the only reason she likes 311. Yeah, she likes one of the songs, I think. She likes the self-titled.
The Blue album.
The Blue album.
It's 95. We go for the Hive.
I love that Blue album.
It's great.
If you haven't listened to 311's Blue album,
Yeah, and if you haven't listened to it in a while, re-listen to it.
I had 3 CDs I bought when I first got a CD player.
Right.
That was one of them.
Nice.
Sublime self-titled.
Ooh.
Dave Matthews Crash.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a pretty good. That's a good collection.
Yeah.
I already had No Doubt's
Tragic Kingdom, yeah.
and I already had Green Day's Dookie, and then I got Blink-182, Dude Ranch.
Wow.
CD. This is quite a time. Oh, I did want to bring something up.
Okay.
Now, well, you can tell me no. Don't feel like we have to do this. A while ago on the Chuck and Brad podcast, which was the precursor to the Funbearable, obviously, we did Chuck and Brad podcast for 13 years before we did this podcast, and it just kind of changed into Funbearable. We got to rebrand it. We do the Brammies and Chammies every year.
Yes.
Which is our best of that previous year. So in 2026, we did the Brammies and Chammies of 2025, like in the first week of January.
Right.
One thing we did on the Chuck and Brad podcast was the throwback Brammies and Chammies.
Yes.
And what we did, I don't know how many years previous was it?
15.
It was 15 years
Yeah, I think
previous.
so.
Right?
Yeah, I think so.
So we would, in like 2008, we would do 1993's
Yeah.
best of, and we'd look back at the time and pick our best movies.
I think we did it
albums.
in 2012 for the first time, and it was like the best of 1997 or something. GoldenEye was a part of it. Like,
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
Face Off was a part of
Yeah.
it, I think, one of them. I thought about bringing that back to Funbearable. What do you think about
I'd
it?
love to do it.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
Here's my question, though.
Yep.
Obviously, you do the best of the previous year in the first week of January.
We did it in July for like July 4th was when we did our.
See, here's the thing. I don't think we should take up our July 4th episode with a best of.
Yeah.
So maybe we could do it in late July.
Sure.
And leave our basically in the beginning of July, I'd like to keep it open for a summer thing.
Yeah.
We could do a Sandlot thing. We could do a Jaws thing.
We love to do patriotic stuff because we support the government no matter what they do.
Civilization will die tonight.
Ugh. What a terrible statement.
It's lunacy.
Yeah.
It was funny too because
And that was over 2 weeks ago. Again, we don't know what's happened in global conflict in the past
Trump's
16
tweets.
days.
It's funny too because all the podcasters that like endorse Trump are like, whoa, what's
Yeah.
going on here? And let's pretend that we're not being political. We're just talking about other podcasters like Rogan and Theo Vaughn and everybody. And it's so funny because it's like, so we had this lunatic.
Mm-hmm.
We had him talk about his lunatic ways. And can you believe this lunatic is being a lunatic?
Yeah.
It's like, yes, I can.
Yeah.
Anyway, we don't have to get into political stuff. It was just a civilization will die tonight is bananas.
One of the most evil sentences ever written.
It's funny. It's again, I don't want to get into politics, and this is kind of like we're not saying our. Well, you just said evil, but we're not saying our opinions, but just in general, all like the right wing guys are like, this guy needs to be impeached.
Yep.
Like, did you see that?
Yes, I did.
It's so like Alex Jones is like, this guy's nuts.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, now that's
He's turning the frickin' frogs gay.
see if Trump turned the frogs gay,
Yep.
I might support him. If
I'm
he
sick
said,
and tired of heteronormative frogs.
get these fucking cis frogs out of my face.
It's Kermit and Eve, not Kermit.
No, it's Kermit and Piggy.
No, not. Oh, yeah.
Not Kermit and Ziggy. What if Kermit and Ziggy got married? That would be crazy.
Yes. It would be crazy. I think we can agree.
Whatever side of the political coin you're on, if Kermit and Ziggy got married, something's wrong with this world. Can we agree on that?
I will say, bringing it back to politics, the civilization that should die tonight is Green Bay Packers fans.
Woo!
Get out of here. Go Bears.
I like Bears now.
Oh, that reminds me. Tomorrow
Yeah.
starts the NFL draft. Who do you think is going to be the number one pick in tomorrow's NFL draft?
Who?
I'm asking you.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You wanted me to say a funny answer?
Yeah, I did.
Ziggy.
Okay.
Is there another? Okay, it's Kermit and Piggy, not Kermit and Biggie Smalls.
Yeah, it's known, not him.
No, that's not. Doesn't make a lot of
It's
sense. Ziggy. All right, Diggy. I'm just going through the alphabet.
Yeah, I get it.
Figgy.
Oh, Jiggy, former Chuck and Brad podcast guest.
I'm going Jiggy, our buddy Jiggy, a comedian, and my buddy Quinn. They're doing a comedy festival this weekend, Key West. I'm going to Key West in 48 hours.
They did it 2 weeks ago, actually.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
When we record this, I'm going in 48 hours.
Yes.
That's why I'm trying to beat this sickness, because I got to be on my game for Key West.
Why are you flexing?
That's right. That's what
I'm wearing this jacket the whole time.
frogs are gay. I guess it is Ziggy.
Yeah.
I couldn't think. I mean, Jiggy, Giggy,
Yeah.
Leggy, Miggy. Skip the end. Piggy. We already got Piggy. Riggy. I almost said the end one. Siggy, Tiggy.
Yeah.
There is no Iggy.
Yeah. Iggy, yeah.
But Iggy's not well known.
No.
We don't even know an Iggy. Do you know an Iggy?
Not personally, no. Iggy Pop is, or Iggy Azalea.
I think we're going Ziggy.
All right.
It's same sex. It's a pop culture character.
Yep.
And it's wholly inappropriate.
Yep.
A Muppet and a comic strip guy? No, thank you.
Not in my America.
Even Gonzo and Blondie? What are we talking about?
Oh, all right, that Blondie. I was thinking of the band.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? Gandhi? Wait a minute. Now this is
Wait a minute.
This is bananas.
Yeah, it sure is. Now we've hit the point where we're just silly. We're just silly.
Gonzo and Blondie, their son would be Gandhi.
Yeah.
Now that's a family.
Yep.
Now that's an interesting family. Blonzo would be the other one, but
Yep.
that's not anything.
No.
We could draw it though.
Yeah, I'm sure we could.
Gonzo, Blondie, Gandhi, Blonzo. Now that's okay. I'm happy with that.
All right.
We got to keep the title as A Year of a Thousand Rejections.
Yes.
Though. We can't change it to
Yeah.
Blonzo.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Agreed?
I agree.
Okay. But yeah, so we went, so Natalie and I, is that where we came from?
Yeah.
Okay. So Natalie's birthday was coming up, and I'm always trying to do a cool thing for my girlfriend's birthday, or even Brad's birthday.
Yep.
One year for Brad's birthday, I think I got him a card that said, I will pay for us to beat every single light gun game at Dave & Buster's.
Yes.
And we did it. And remember, we almost went blind?
Yes. I was so sick from just overstimulation
I
of my
couldn't see
optic
anything
nerves.
afterwards. Remember that?
Yeah, we were walking around like Daredevil. We got in a big fight with some thugs in an alleyway.
We seriously, though, like when I was driving home, I could barely make out anything.
It gave me a terrible headache. We were there for like 4.5 hours.
I was seeing Terminators and aliens everywhere. I couldn't live.
But you know what? We did beat all those games.
We beat them all.
Yep.
Including Jurassic Park.
Yep.
Including Alien.
Yep.
Terminator. I will say, those games were fun.
It was very fun.
It was a very fun time.
It was just a lot in a row.
It was too much.
Yep.
I agree. That should have been spread out over like a weekend.
Yep.
Yeah, so anyway, I like to get good presents and fun presents. So I got Natalie. So I think I deal with a troubling issue with Natalie. You want to hear about it?
It happens to every guy, Chuck.
Christmas. Mm-hmm. Then Valentine's Day.
2 months later, yep.
Not even 2 months later.
Yeah.
It's probably like 6 to 7 weeks later.
Right.
Then her birthday is March 11th.
Yeah.
So you got to get 3. And
Your anniversary.
Our anniversary is in late January.
Yeah.
So it's December, month later our anniversary, about 2 weeks later her birthday,
Yep.
and about a month later is Valentine's
Yeah.
Day. That's a quadrant.
Yep.
That's a quattro. And it's a tough one. It's a tough quat. Maybe I should start thinking of it. A kumquat.
Nope.
I see. Maybe I should start thinking of it earlier in the year. That
No.
might make more sense.
No.
It's tough. It's tough to.
You got to wing it all.
Yeah, I do. So basically, I got to come up with all these good gifts. And we kind of talked about the idea of like, let's pick some and maybe skip some. And
Right.
some is just a dinner. We're going
Right.
to figure it out. So when I was looking for gifts for Valentine's Day, I was, I Google, I search, I have a whole thing. I'm like, I have like 10 screens. I'm like all these different keyboards.
It's like the Matrix.
It's like the Matrix, and I'm jacking myself in, I'm jacking myself off.
Yep.
So come on, you didn't see that coming?
That fruit was hanging so low. It was a carrot. It's not even a fruit. Yeah.
Off. So I'm looking for stuff for her for Valentine's Day. I found this thing called the Candlelight Concert Series. It was around New York. I don't know. I think it's everywhere. I think it might be in like Philly, maybe Boston. Who knows? And a string quartet will do a show that's based in something. Like they have like Candlelight Orchestra, Metallica. Like they have different like nights that are themed, like Foo Fighters. For some reason, some of them are like Imagine Dragons and Coldplay. Like they'll just put two bands together. And so the one that I saw for Valentine's Day was Candlelight Concert Series 90s hip hop. Super cool.
Yep.
I was looking it up. It's like Snoop Dogg medley, Dr. Dre medley. Really cool. Really, really cool. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I said cool so many times. I don't know what to do. I looked it up. I was like, this is our Valentine's Day plan. We're making this plan. We're doing this. Guess what day it fell on?
Valentine's Day.
Nope. They did it February 13th, which is a night that Natalie worked and got home from work late.
Yep.
So we could not do that. This room is getting to me.
Also, the anniversary of my infamous heart-shaped pizza date in 1995.
Tell me about it.
You know what? That's a different episode.
Really?
Yeah, it's part of the Monica saga.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The Monica saga. That's an upcoming one.
Yeah.
It's like the Skywalker saga. Is it 3 episodes, you think?
It's in
You
the
said that like such a little brat.
in the mind of 17-year-old Brad, it's the most epic story that ever was.
Yeah.
As a slightly older Brad, I can say that maybe with time I've gained a little perspective on this failed high school romance.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I had some of those too. Oh man, I was really into this girl when I was like 15.
Yep.
And she became like the girl that I pined for, which is like message to young men: never pine. If you're interested in someone,
Don't pine.
let them know. If they're not interested, let them go. Let them know.
Let him go.
Let them go.
Year of
If they're-
1,000 rejections.
If they're into you, let them
No, I want to see how you finish this.
blow. Yeah, that's right.
I don't. I wish I hadn't waited to.
I knew
you
you
to
wouldn't
finish
like
it.
it,
Yeah,
but
no,
you
I
asked
don't.
for it.
I did.
You asked for an
I
extra
did.
helping.
I got it.
And you get a second helping
I
of
did.
blow.
Yep.
So, but seriously, if you like someone and they don't like you, move on, because it's hell for everybody involved.
I was thinking today about. I learned it in my 30s of like, no, I can think someone is attractive and smart and great and still not be interested in a relationship with them. And so when somebody is not interested in a relationship with me, that doesn't mean that I am not attractive
That's
or
good.
smart or great. But it took me a long time to learn that. So for our young, impressionable listeners, learn from my mistakes.
And also, just to further your point,
Also, make sure all your microphones are plugged in correctly.
to further your point, I think people are attracted to other people based on a lot of weird stuff.
Yeah.
It's not like
Yeah.
this person's a good person, person's a good smart person. It could have to do with, often does have to do with the way you were brought up.
Yep.
And the people you know and your family.
Yep.
So yeah, and also I kind of always had this feeling too. It's like, this especially goes for like dating now. If you're talking to someone on a dating app and it goes well, and you're talking to them and it goes well and it's good, and then all of a sudden they stop talking to you. 99% of the time, it's not about you.
Nope.
It's because of what's going on in their life.
Yep.
And I'm not saying like, oh, they're a piece of shit. Whatever.
Sometimes they are.
Yes, but they could have met someone. They could have rekindled an old relationship. They could say, I don't know if I'm ready for something.
Yeah.
A million things. People always kind of put it on themselves, but If you don't know what's going on, don't assume that it's your fault. Anyway, I don't know why we're talking about this. Oh, yeah, Evil Monica.
Yeah.
So,
90s hip hop.
yes, 90s hip hop. So, I was looking for something for Natalie's birthday, and what I did find was another Candlelight concert series date, which was like the following weekend in Philadelphia, and it was just 90s. So
Wow.
instead of hip hop,
Yeah.
it was like Everlong
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So I was like, let's see how this is. And so we drove down there. She had no idea what we were doing. It's funny too, because it was 2 hours away from my house.
Yeah.
So what I did was I found a restaurant that she would like halfway there.
Nice.
And I made reservations. We showed up there, and it was like this kind of like, it was in terms of like the decor, it was fine. The food
Yeah.
was really good. So it didn't seem like a big special place. It
Right.
was just like a random place, but I just knew the menu because I
Yeah.
looked it up. Whenever I take Natalie out, I'll look up like 5 or 6 places, and I'll go through the menu, and I'll write down the stuff that she likes, and I'll pick the place that has the most things that she likes.
Yeah.
So she has the biggest choices.
Right.
Amount of choices. So we went there. She's like, I have no idea what we're doing. We went down to the Candlelight series, and it was playing in this theater. But that night and consistently, they were running this play called like The Happy Trouble Gang, blah, blah, blah. And it has it on the marquee, and
Yeah.
it has all posters. And I'm driving by it, and she's like, we're not going to the Happy Trouble Gang, are we? And I'm like, I don't know. We could be. How
Love
you
it.
feeling?
Yeah.
Are you feeling happy? I'm feeling troublesome.
Yeah.
So we park around the corner, get a great spot. And I'm like, we're not going to the Happy Trouble Gang.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay. And we're slowly walking up to the theater, and everyone's in line.
They've all got HTG shirts on.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, maybe we'll get in line. And there's like the poster, and she's trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
She's looking at the poster, like, is there
Like,
someone I like
do,
in
yeah,
this?
do I recognize an actor?
Like, she loves Sarah Michelle Gellar because of
Yeah.
Buffy, so she's like, is Sarah Michelle Gellar in
Yeah.
this? Like, why would he take me to this? And we're in line, and I'm looking at the marquee, and I'm pretending to take pictures of it. And she's like, why the fuck would we come to this play? You know that she's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
And finally we get to the front, and it has Candlelight Concert Series,
Yeah.
90s, whatever. And we went in. Boy, am I a good gift giver. Wow. If I have some good traits, one of them is gift giving.
You know,
You might have gone blind.
Some good traits might be
Yeah.
an overstatement.
So we had a great time. It was fucking awesome. It was beautiful. I teared up like 3 times.
Of course.
It was great. And then we had a great conversation on the way home too, starting with music. And I don't remember exactly what it was, but we got deep into family stuff. But it was a great birthday, great experience. I'm glad you brought it up.
What are some of the songs they played?
They did play. They closed with Nirvana's "Smells Like Teen Spirit."
Yeah, that's the quintessential 90s song.
They opened with Everlong, and I wish they closed with Everlong because I think that was the best one. They played "Don't Speak" by No Doubt.
Woo!
It was great.
Wow, a reference to my Mario story from last week that we haven't talked about yet.
Wow, that's fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was.
They play Four Non-Blondes?
No, they didn't play that. No,
That to me is up there in the 90s pantheon.
it is. I'm trying to think of what else they played, but it was just excellent. And if you're around and you see the Candlelight concert series, just go to it, see what they have. I'd love to go to the 90s hip hop one.
Mm-hmm.
I probably saw like a variation of maybe like I'd say 15 of them.
Yeah.
And I think any of them would be great. So go to it. But yeah, so that was a really fun night. I'm glad you brought that up to me. And let's see, I wrote down my pod topics, but really
Pod topics.
I think remember that? I think it's like the speeding ticket. It's just like
Yeah.
my whole thing has been, my life has been that film project. I did see for the first time the movie Ready or Not,
Okay.
which I thought was great. So I'd say if you like, you know what? Brad dances with horror.
I do.
It's like Dances with Wolves, but with horror.
That's correct.
He doesn't love horror, but he dances with it.
Yep.
Like Weapons. You like Weapons? Mm-hmm. And Ready or Not is good for that. Ready or Not 2 is good for that. I saw Project Hail Mary. I'm just throwing these out there.
Yes.
Especially because we watched the Project Hail Mary trailer on the Popcorn Kernels episode. Project Hail Mary made me tear up like 8 times. So
That's great.
if you like an emotional movie,
I liked the book, which also made me tear up.
I would say this. Did you tear up because of Rocky's sentences?
Yeah. I teared up because of like the book, like the
there's-
plot.
You know, not to spoil anything, it's in the trailer. Ryan Gosling goes into space and he meets a little space creature and names him Rocky.
Yeah.
And they communicate. So I think that's going to be my drama of the year.
Yeah.
I think it really is, because I don't know if I'm going to be touched as much by anything else.
It's an excellent book as well, and I'm told the audiobook is excellent as well.
Yeah, I got to check it out.
The only movie I've watched recently, and this is probably also an episode of its own, Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie.
So we haven't talked about that yet?
We have not talked about it on the pod yet.
There is so much for us to cover in that way, in like cataloging this kind of stuff. It's so funny. I don't know how I missed all these events.
Yeah.
When did that come to the IFC? I saw it at the IFC Theater in Manhattan.
Oh boy,
Lower East Side.
It was December, January, like
It can't be December.
October, like
Wow.
it was.
We never talked about it?
No, because you didn't want to spoil it for me.
Oh, okay.
You may have talked about the event, about meeting celebrities that you really like and admire, and how hard it is. Yeah, we did talk about how hard it is
To come up with something to say that's
Yeah.
impactful.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. But yeah, so my whole life has been this film project, and it's funny because, and we'll be honest about this. I don't know how much we should or shouldn't talk about this.
Right.
Like, I guess let's say this. What is the reason that we shouldn't talk about this?
I mean, I'd like to have its own thing.
Yes.
Not that we're trying to hide details from people, but as we, live our year of 1,000 rejections, we're going to be applying to festivals and things like that,
yeah.
and trying to get it out there in and of itself.
True.
And there will be an opportunity for people to see it who are not at these festivals.
Sure.
I don't know what that will look like
Yes.
right now, but we'll figure it out.
We'll figure that out. There's a documentary that our buddy Craig, who edits the podcast, he was filming the whole time that we were filming.
The green screen expert is what he calls himself.
Yes. He was filming a documentary the whole time behind the scenes. And honestly, after it becomes public in some way, it'd be so cool to get the crew together
Yeah.
to talk about it on a podcast. But I guess I will close with this about the pilot.
Okay.
I guess I just exposed it was a pilot, which is fine.
Yeah.
I think we talked about that. This project that we did, been in the works for a long time. The decision to do it independently was a big swing.
Yep.
The decision to raise money independently, it was a big swing.
Yep.
And we didn't know if that would work out,
No.
but it did.
Yes.
And just this project as a whole was way more ambitious than I think I could have predicted before we filmed it.
Yeah.
I think we made the right choices in terms of we got the Impractical Jokers crew to come work on it with us. And we needed that. I think that was, if we had tried to do it without them,
No.
I think we wouldn't have been able to pull it off.
No.
The week that we filmed was so much more work than I expected.
Yes.
But it feels like one of the most fulfilling weeks I've had in
Absolutely.
like decades.
I like the camaraderie and togetherness.
And the accomplishment level.
Yeah, it all felt so good.
It really did.
Especially for me, who doesn't have a lot of good right now. But to be able to come together, and then now to see the footage as Chuck is editing it, and I'm like, oh, I can't believe we shot this. We're just people. Like, we're not fancy. We're not Hollywood guys.
We're not Hollywood. Did you notice?
Not Hollywood. This is
We're in a library in New
we're in the
Haven.
basement of a library.
You guys. You thought we were Hollywood guys?
You thought we were Hollywood guys? How did
What
you
are you talking
Did
about?
Craig green screen the Hollywood sign behind us? And you were like, it's not real. It's not a real sign.
But it's true. What you're saying is true. It's like,
Yeah.
I can't believe what we pulled off.
Yeah.
I also, like I said, I think beforehand I didn't realize how difficult it would be to pull off.
Yeah.
Or maybe I was purposely ignoring that in my head and being like, charge ahead, charge ahead,
Yeah.
charge ahead. Because we've talked for a long time about wars to win.
Yes.
And being like, there's a Frank Turner lyric that really resonates with me about this kind of stuff, which is, I'm tired of being a beggar, always doing what I can, something like that. The secret is to try and do the things that you can't.
Yeah.
Which is 100% true, especially as a creative person, especially as someone who's trying to move forward. Try to do the things you can't, which is how we felt about this project.
Yeah.
And I was shocked. I was shocked at the level of, like you said, camaraderie and purpose and accomplishment. And it just felt like what we should be doing.
Yeah.
Did it feel like that to you?
Yeah. And then seeing the footage and seeing the quality of it, it's just shocking because I know what we had written and I know what we had imagined, and I can't believe it came out so much better than I could have imagined.
Yes.
In terms of comedy and in terms of how, like, cinematics, I guess. That's probably the wrong word, but the idea of like how good it looks.
The production aspect.
Yeah, production aspect of it. And the fact that, we accomplished this without significant behind the scenes arguments.
Oh, without any, almost.
Yeah. And
I would even say probably zero arguments
Yeah.
and a couple discussions. And
right.
That's it.
Yeah. I think Chuck was mad at me for 4 minutes. And like the last 4 minutes of the shoot. And then he saw the footage and he's like, "Oh, this is great.
Yeah, it
we
was
got
fine.
It." Yeah.
I wasn't mad.
I felt bad.
He feels bad a lot.
I do. Yeah.
I was more upset about the audio thing on the podcast. And by the way,
You played it off like you weren't. I didn't know you were actually that mad until Kyle, who was working on the pilot with us, was like, "Chuck was so mad." I'm like, he didn't seem that in text.
I honestly 0% mad.
Yeah.
Very bummed.
Yeah.
But like when Brad told me, I think my response was like, "That's okay, old chum."
Yeah.
And it really was.
He's like, "I've lost an entire Tuesday's episode." I felt like, oh boy, I felt like I had shoved a baby out of an airplane.
Wow.
That's how bad I felt.
No parachute?
No parachute.
Oh my
Well,
God.
no parachute, but the baby doesn't know how to open it, so it might figure it out on
What about
accident.
the-
Babies like things that are flapping. Maybe they grab it and pull it.
What about the glider from Tailspin?
No,
Oh, it doesn't exist in the real world.
No,
That's right.
yeah.
I've been upset about that before.
that's true. For years.
No, sometimes I feel like a thing happens.
Yeah.
And there's no, like, no matter what, we're going to be like, we got to find an audio guy. We got to
Yep.
try to find how to fix it. Dave Case helped us, like I
Yep.
said. But besides that, what do you do?
Right.
Like you fucked up this audio.
Yep.
You already know, well, now I need to actually check it.
Yep.
Now we need to go to an audio guy. What is the use of being pissed off?
I know.
That's the thing.
I know. I just felt like I felt bad, and I'm like,
Yeah.
there's no way Chuck is more mad at me than I'm mad at myself.
No, I wasn't really mad. I was just bummed. And I think that I was more bummed that we did this marathon recording.
Yeah.
And it happened then.
Yes.
Not when we did like 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, we have a Facebook group, the Funbearable Fun Bears on Facebook. And I post there, here and there. And I posted like, "Hey, everybody, sorry about the audio." And a lot of people were like, "Oh, I didn't notice."
Yeah.
Or I barely noticed. So that's great. But no, the filming week was great. And it was largely because of the crew that we hired. They knew what to do in a way that we would not have been capable of doing. Sam Weinstein, Jeff Sellis, our buddy Brian Lau, Lucas Lee, Jimmy the Hair Guy was a PA, Jordan Furtado was a PA, Kyle Ballagarin was a PA, and Craig Depina, who edits the podcast, was behind the scenes guy.
Please, Craig de Green Screener.
They did.
Sean Hogarty was my chauffeur one day.
Yeah, Sean Hogarty.
Or actually, just his car was. All he did was he didn't touch the steering wheel. The car just drove itself.
Yeah.
And that's not a joke.
Yeah, he has the kooky Tesla.
Yeah.
But many backers helped us. So great experience. Everybody seemed over the moon about it. And I'm really excited to see what comes from all the footage.
Right.
I've edited like 4 or 5 pieces. Very happy with those so
Yeah.
far. And really thankful for everyone who got involved.
Yeah, I thought it was brave of us to both do full frontal in the first scene.
Well, we had to portray these 2 gay frogs.
Yes.
Actually, it was Kermit and Ziggy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's kind of been...
I'm hung like Kermit.
It's just a fist in your ass and you got nothing.
I got nothing, Jerry.
Nothing. But yeah, that's kind of been my life. That's been my
Yeah.
life. And I've been obsessed since we filmed, obsessed with editing this thing.
Yes.
And I'm really happy that I feel that way because sometimes I get overwhelmed with like
Right.
this amount of footage and work. So yeah, that's been my life. And so hopefully the next time we record, actual things will have happened to me. But I was happy to hear about your disaster
Yes.
acting.
Yeah, you'll have Q West to tell me about.
Q
next
West is
time.
coming up this weekend when we're recording this. And also, what was I about to say?
How I'm going to haunt the basement of this library. I'll have a mask over half my face.
Yes. No, and I'll have an answer for my speeding ticket thing.
Oh, yeah. And we'll be getting started on, almost getting started on the year of 1,000 rejections.
That's what I was going to say. Year of 1,000 rejections. That's a great place. That's a great thing to have for this episode. That's
Yes.
a really cool thing. Thank you for bringing it to the table.
Yeah.
And let's fucking do it, baby.
Yeah.
I love it.
Awesome. Well, folks, thank you all so much for joining us on this episode. If you want to check out our Patreon, please do so. It's a donation Patreon available at patreon.com/funbearablepod.
And even though it's a donation Patreon, you do get the entire back catalog of the Chuck and Brad podcast.
That's true.
Which is a precursor to Funbearable.
Yeah, if you want to hear us talk about our first exposure to the Coca-Cola Freestyle machine back in 2009, it's there.
There's like 400 and something episodes there now. So if you sign up for Patreon right now, you get access to 400 paywalled episodes of me and Brad growing up, starting in January 2009, right?
Yep. If you want to send us an email, please do so, funbearablepod@gmail.com, or find the email link through funbearablepod.com. Always happy to hear from all y'all. For Chuck Staten, I'm Brad Broer saying thank you so much, and we're sorry for being funbearable.
So,
do we need a cold outro now?
A cold outro, it's hard for me to argue against that because now the people have listened for the first time.
That's true. Nobody's fast forwarding to let me get to the last 45 seconds of nonsense.
Yeah, exactly.
Who are these guys?
Yeah, exactly. Cold outro. Because these are difficult.
Yep.
It is difficult to be like, now we're going to do a PS. We got to come up with a punch.
Yep.
That's a hard one. We're letting people behind the scenes. We've never talked about this before.
Should we give people the link to print from their device at the Fairhaven branch of the library?
I think so. All right. If you want the Wi-Fi password at the Fairhaven... Oh, it's Fairhaven branch.
Yeah, it's all lowercase.
That's not interesting.
No.
Let's see. What else we got going
I feel
on?
like Craig could do a visual gag.
Yeah, Craig, can you come up with the cold
all
outro?
the pressure's on Craig to do green screener.
Put something on the green screen that's fucking blow your balls off hilarious. I can't wait to see what he comes up with.
Thanks, Craig.
Wow. What a great job.
That's something. Hey, audio listeners, oh boy, you're missing out.
You sure aren't.
Fun.